So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
This coconut oil, not so good.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Hi, babies. Water.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
Oh,
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
I think I played once in Tokyo ya.
Boats are made for transferring
Terus
commodities
ketemu
back and
random,
forth.
dia bilang kakak
And those
adik,
that
terus
come
aku
across
nanya,
Lure
oh
tend to
one
stay a
play,
while. So it
aku
is
main
where
sama
many
Ben,
things come to settle.
apa mainnya di Tokyo, dia orang Kanada. Oh, because my brother lives in Tokyo. Terus brothernya bilang, oh yeah, she's one of oh ya, aku lupa nama siapa, tapi dia yang suarain Genshin katanya. Kayaknya, I don't know the details, but I don't know which character.
Solidified! This is order.
No time to lose. Take flight.
Stabilize.
Kapan kita main fast mode? I play fast mode juga. Tapi nggak sering. Pernah sih kayak malam gitu, kayak malamnya saya. Tapi kamu kerja sih ya.
Itu jam berapa kalau dulu?
Aku biasanya ya jam 11 pagi. Kamu jam 12. Kamu kan sejam dari Indonesia ya. Tapi tergantung kalau ada yang main baru. Kalau nggak ada temen random, aku nggak sih deh. Aku nggak sering main, jadi nggak terlalu pintar. Nah, soalnya belum main. Okay, it's hot. Yuk, come inside. Look, Kobe, come on. Udah panas sekali nih. 30 degree. Come on, look. Here, come on. Yeah. Very hot. Drink your water, guys. Tahu banget mereka, saya lagi masak makanan mereka. Nggak mau ke dapur.
Yes, well.
Selamat hari gitu. Aku lupa harus tambah air.
Teleport.
Add Ash. Thank you for
Look, look.
Get back! Don't panic! Just hang in there! Finally! The squid's coming! Please help us! Yeah!
The wind knows me.
Judging from your clothes, you must be scholars from Sumeru, right?
Yes, I'm Karya, and this is my senior Varamdra.
Don't mention it! Handling the...
Still, it seems that all the
capture one alive?
Correct. Say, I can see you are very skilled at dealing with them. Do you think you could use me as live bait to help us capture one? I will pay you for the efforts.
Well...
Apologies. Varamdra has been hyper-focused on his research. So please, don't be too hard on him.
Oh, no worries. But why did you approach a whole group of wild Kaholosaurs, and what's this talk about capturing them? Paimon's pretty sure that's not what they're trying to do.
I'm sure we must look very silly. The fact of the matter is that we're searching for a mysterious island from a certain legend. It's said that a very important clue about the island can be found on Kaholosaurs, so approaching them without the help of a guide from the people of the Springs was certainly an unwise choice on our part.
A mysterious island?
Yes. There is a legend from the people of the Springs that mentions a mysterious island, and Varamdra believes the key to his research can be found there.
Are you certain you two won't consider my proposal to capture one?
Some proposal? There's no way we'd be willing to use a person as live bait!
Then I suppose discussing it any further will just be a waste of time. I must come up with another solution.
Varamdra!
Oh, all right. You did rescue Karya and I just now, and I suppose I should express some gratitude. Thank you very much.
A little awkward, but
Jadi
Paimon
saya
will take
kasih
it.
kayak semacam ice cream dia.
We should move on, Karya.
Gimana?
Ice cream.
Ya, yang saya bikin dari yogurt
Yes.
aja buat
Thank
Oh,
you
yogurt.
again.
all the dogs
My
ya.
apologies.
Oh, liquid ya.
Varamdra really doesn't have the best people skills.
Cute,
That's alright.
boy.
Bye now!
Saya bingung. Soalnya frozen. Like, don't know how to eat it.
You really don't see a pair of adventurers like those two every day. But anyway, Paimon's really curious about that mysterious island that lady just mentioned. Yeah, who knows? There might be treasure! After all, the amazing places we've explored during our adventures, finding some mysterious island should be a walk in the park for us. you're right. The lady mentioned that the mysterious island is related to a legend of the people of the springs. So maybe we can start by asking some of them about it. Time's ticking. Let's get started on our next adventure. But the real question is, who should we ask? That's an idea. If anyone, the chief of the tribe should know the details.
The hot spring is a harbor for the body and soul.
Someone looking for me? Oh, why if it isn't the traveler and his companion. So what brings you here? Do you need help with anything? We want to visit the mysterious island. The mysterious island, huh? Is there something wrong? I'm assuming you two are already aware that this island is related to a legend of my people. Yeah, but now that you mention it, we don't know anything about the actual legend yet. Then allow me to explain it to you two. It is said that the first chief of the people of the springs was the most outstanding guide in all of Netland. He discovered many deserted domains and found countless treasures. But to prove himself once more, he embarked on yet another journey in search of a legendary, mysterious island. He endured many hardships along the way, but he persevered and managed to reach the destination. The island emits a golden light where countless treasures are buried. But instead of claiming the treasures for himself, he left behind a trail of clues that lead to the island. Since then, many people from later generations have undertaken the challenge of finding the island. After all, to find the island is to find riches and glory. Oh, that makes sense! So could you tell us how to get to that island? Oh, Paimon gets it! This is like a big secret for the people of the spring, so you can't just tell anyone, right? On the contrary, it's quite the opposite. The legend and the clues needed to find the island are all already known to the public. Oh! Well, then what's the problem? Well, I'm willing to answer your question in exchange for a favor. What do you think? Sure thing! But what do you need us to do? Then you have my thanks. Allow me to tell you some details. I'll be honest, there are some among the tribe who are of rather base character. Not long ago, I received a report that a few of them were working together to scam visitors. As the chief of the tribe, I was very ashamed to hear of this. It's really hard to believe that could happen. They are targeting tourists who wish to visit that island. According to my sources, they would trick tourists into believing they are trustworthy guides before luring the tourists into spending a fortune for the sake of reaching the island. They run a pretty sophisticated operation. They would always claim the scammed money as some kind of legal travel expenditure, so it's hard to use that to directly convict them. So, I was hoping to find someone who could approach them and pretend to get scammed. Doing so would allow us to gather the evidence required to bring them to justice. The problem is, they would certainly recognize anyone associated with me, which is why I haven't been able to carry out the plan yet. Oh, Paimon understands now! We're the perfect bait because we're both tourists. Exactly! And as far as I know, you two are no pushovers. No matter what nefarious schemes they may come up with, you'll be perfectly capable of protecting yourselves, right? You betcha. If it's just a few scammers we're talking about, he'll take them all down.
Wonderful. Then here, please take this.
Apa nih?
Whoa, that's a lot of
Oh,
Mora.
murah.
Did we already earn a bonus?
There will be plenty of rewards if you manage to catch those scoundrels. This Mora, however, is for other purposes. I'm sure some spending will be required on your part before they lower their guard. I certainly wouldn't expect you to pay out of your own pockets. So please use the Mora as needed, and collect as much evidence as possible.
No wonder you're the chief. Seems like you've already thought of everything. Okay, we'll take it from here.
I've marked the location of the scammers on your map. I'll leave the rest to you two.
Halo Rosa, selamat datang.
This should be the place. Now let's see if anyone around here looks like a scammer. Oh, right. We should pretend we are innocent tourists with no idea about what's going on.
Oh.
But how should we lure those scammers out? Good idea. Speaking of which, Paimon's dying to know what kind of treasures could be buried on the mysterious island. Wonder if anyone's ever really seen them before.
Ah! Are you two visitors from afar looking to visit the mysterious island?
Who the... Oh, looks like we managed to lure them out already. Pardon, is something the matter?
I just happened to overhear you two talking about the mysterious island. I assume you two must be tourists, brought here by the legend and looking for the island. Am I right?
Hello, Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. That's right. We were just getting ready to look for that island from the legend.
In that case, as a qualified guide, I certainly cannot allow you to embark on such a dangerous journey.
Uh-huh.
As the legend says, if you can manage to reach the mysterious island, riches and glory will be yours for the taking. Be that as it may, the journey to the island is full of untold perils and dangers. It would be nigh impossible for any average person to reach the island. But you are in luck. Allow me to tell you the purpose of our services. It just so happens that our mission as guides is to help visitors avoid danger, find shortcuts, and successfully reach their destination. Please, there's no need to worry. This was just one point I had to make perfectly clear. Although the legend and the clues to finding the island are known to everyone, the leads left behind by our ancestors are as enigmatic as riddles found on a lost treasure map. Only guides bestowed with the legacy of our ancestors can correctly decipher the clues. Tourists who rashly embark on their own often wind up lost and encounter unnecessary dangers.
Huh. He actually sounds pretty convincing.
But it seems like fate has brought us together. So, what say you to having me as your guide?
So how much will you charge us?
Not to worry. I don't intend to charge any fees.
So you'd be working for free?
For us, people of the Springs, guiding guests to the mysterious
Hey, Google,
island is a
can you
great
con-
honor in and of itself. Worth more
Google,
than any
Can
amount
you
of moral.
convert 98 degrees to Celsius?
Paimon almost wants to believe him. Alright,
Oh,
thank you,
37.
then
Mas
please
banget, pantesan.
guide us onward.
Of course. Please,
37
follow me.
Celsius. No wonder it's hot.
Follow the scammer guide. Ma. Alright. Masih kerja sih.
Are you two here to take pictures with the Koholosaurs?
Really? Can we?
The rice is very, very,
Huh?
very.
Oh, you two must be here to seek insight from Atta, right?
Ata? Insight?
Shh, not so loud. Openly saying their name in such a manner will only cause them to loathe you.
I apologize for not explaining earlier. As you can see, Atta is the elder Koholosaur, my senior.
So background
Is
lagi main apa?
responsible to serve.
Mana yang di
Atta
Discord?
is
Lagi
highly
masak ya.
respected among the tribe and is far more knowledgeable than other
hello.
Koholosaurs. Therefore, we must rely on Atta's insight to know
Apa yang nanya?
how to get there.
Viewers?
Really? But how do we do that? Can a Koholosaurus elder talk?
Halo, temannya Hiski.
You need only slowly
Aku sambil
approach
masak.
Atta. Once Atta has confirmed your scent, they will provide their wise insight.
Lagi di mana di
In the
Discord?
language of the Koholos, but no need to worry. The ability to interpret this language is one of the basic skills required of a guide.
Nggak ada yang
from
nanya
Hot
tuh.
Springs. I can understand Atta's instructions and will lead you on the journey ahead.
Alright, then let's give it a try.
That'll be 10,000 mora per person. In order for Atta to give us insight, they must recall their past, which can be extremely taxing for a Koholosaur. Costs to maintain their health can be quite high, you know.
I'm sorry. Such expenses may arise in the process of finding our way, but as long as we reach the mysterious island, these costs will be quite trivial in the end.
There you have it. Paimon knew there was no such thing as a free lunch. Oh, Paimon has an idea. She bets they've just made up all that stuff about the talking Koholosaur. But with that kind of evidence, there'll be no doubt they're guilty.
What's taking them so long? Well, what do you say? I'll even throw in a group photo of you two with Atta. You won't ever find another deal like this.
Oh, that's an unexpected bonus. Quick, let's pay the man.
Tumben telepon naik.
Oh,
Ya mesti telepon naik lah ini. Besok
You
lah.
can also pose now if you'd like a photo together.
Oh, Atta is already speaking? Let me listen to what they have to say. Oh,
Could you really get anything from that noise?
of course. Like I said, only a guide
Ya
like me
tipu
can
kan
understand
besok
their
foto.
language. Let's follow Atta's instructions and proceed to the next area.
Here's your group photo.
Ya kan
I
mau
even
mencari
packaged it up for
scammer.
free.
Atau scammer
Chance we
kayak
could
gimana
get
nih?
a receipt for that?
No problem at all. Here you go.
Please, come with me.
We still have a lot of the chief's more to use. Why don't we keep up the act and gather some more evidence? Paimon's curious what other tricks these scammers are using. These guys are going way too far. He keeps coming up with some far-fetched reasons to make us pay for everything. With all the evidence we have now, we could bring him straight to the chief and he'd definitely be convicted. But after handing over all that Mora, Paimon kinda wants to see if he'll actually take us to the island or not.
Sorry to keep you waiting. After all the clues we've gathered, I've managed to find a shortcut to the island.
Oh, alright, then let's get going!
Dapat foto. Okay, my inspiration.
This is the spot. The trails of sunlight will guide the way. Once you cross the rushing water, the light of the setting sun shall reveal everything. Atta's insights have already pointed us to the destination. It's just on the opposite bank.
You mean, we're almost there? Huh. But there wasn't even anything exciting about this journey.
As I said before, this is a shortcut. If I took you on some arduous path after all the Mora you spent, that wouldn't make me look like a good guide, don't you think? Anyway, there's no time to lose. We need to get there before sunset.
Where's the Mr. Island? Right.
According to Atta's insights, this is the place. We're here.
Yeah.
You mean the mysterious island?
Yes, I've led you to the island just as I promised, which means it's time for me to say goodbye.
Hold on! Are you serious? This is supposed to be the island? Then what about the treasure? And look at these wooden signs and artificial lights! Even we can tell it's fake!
All that stuff about treasure is just part of the legend. I didn't make any promises about what you'd find. And who says a mysterious island can't look like this?
Huh. Since you seem to have dropped the act, then there's no need for us to continue either. We were commissioned by the chief of the people of the Springs to gather evidence of your scamming activities. With these receipts, your scamming days are over.
You sure? Then what's written on
Bingung
those
sih,
receipts?
Dan.
Huh.
Aku bingung kelas.
Let's see. Huh? Wait, all the writing has disappeared.
I took you all this way just to buy enough time for the handwriting to disappear. Even if you were to go back to the people you paid, you'd only find that they were using fake names, making them impossible to track down. You want to report me for
Emang ya
scamming
kurang
tourists?
menarik.
Then be my guest. I'll just say that I'm being falsely accused. With that settled, I'll be going now.
Nyari's trying to get away! Let's go after him! It's the chief!
What's the chief doing here?
I had dispatched others to secretly trail you. Thanks to you, we can finally convict him of scamming people.
Convict me? How? They don't have any evidence against me. Even as the chief, you can't just level accusations without any evidence, right?
Sorry to say it, but he got us. We lost all the evidence we had.
Not to worry. Let's search him first.
Hey, what are you doing? Keep your hands off me! That's my Mora!
Yes, I see the mark. Looks like you already split the Mora before you let them here.
What do you mean?
The Mora that the Traveler
ini
and Paimon were
betul.
using today were all provided by
Oi,
me.
betul.
They all have a special mark on them.
You...
So, there must
Habis es
be an
krimnya.
explanation why the Mora that should have been theirs ended up in
Sudah
your
keluar makan
hands,
es
right?
krim.
There are no receipts to prove that any transactions took place, and you yourself just denied
Aku
that
jadi
there was
pengen
a
makan es
scam.
krim lihat mereka makan
So
es
did
krim.
you then take the Mora from them by force?
Take Mora from others by force? Oh, that's an
Makan lah.
even more serious crime than scamming!
Ada sih. Bentar. Bentar saya makan. Bersihin dulu.
All right. Sure, I admit that I coaxed them into spending a few times, but I wouldn't go as far as calling it scamming.
We
Ih,
have
kemarin udah
witnesses
dibersihin kotor
standing
lagi.
right here, you know.
Fine. Yes, it was all a scam.
Woohoo! No wonder you're the chief of the tribe!
I still don't
Sini
understand how
debunya.
so many people have
banget.
been getting duped by them.
Pisang.
You need only stop and think for a moment to see through the whole thing. If he claims to be able to find a shortcut to the mysterious island, then why hasn't he just gone there and claimed the treasure for himself? Why even bother guiding others there?
That's a good point. Speaking of, have any guides from the people of the springs ever found the treasure of the mysterious island?
I can answer this question along with your previous one about how to get there. The answer is actually very simple. There is no shortcut to the island, and most people don't even meet the requirement to ever reach it. If you don't meet this single condition, then even guides from the people of the springs, despite all of their abilities, will find it difficult to overcome the obstacles along the way. Which is exactly why, even though the clues to the mysterious island are open to the public, few have ever made it there.
There's a requirement? What?
Let me ask you something first. What do you think a real journey to the mysterious island should be like?
It should probably involve overcoming a lot of hardships with your companions before witnessing some
1
breathtaking
kilo.
sights, uncovering a really touching story,
Punya sedikit.
oh, and scoring some
Chips
super cool
buat
treasure
ini
at the
buat
end.
And therein
potato chips.
lies the key point.
1 kilo.
Overcoming
Ya, Mat.
hardships with your companions.
Iya, tapi
It's
kayak
said
beli
that
di
when the
Costco
first
kayak
chief
kayak
set
Lotte
out to
Mart
search
gitu.
for the island, the
Jadi
ones who
apa sih?
accompanied
Nggak
him
tahu ya,
were
ada
not
nggak di
clients nor
yang kayak
tourists,
orang buat
but
orang
his
jualan
closest
gitu, jadi
friends.
gede gitu
The
sekalian.
legend also
So it's
mentioned
like
that
cheaper.
only those willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island together. Therefore, the requirement to reach the island is journeying with your closest friends. The kind of friends you would trust with your life.
So that's the key.
From what I can see, you and Paimon are exactly those kinds of friends. The kind that would trust each other with anything. But, unfortunately, neither of you are experienced guides. And if you were to hire someone else, then I'm afraid you could probably never place your lives in the hands of someone you met on a pure monetary basis.
That's true.
But don't feel discouraged. I believe that this beautiful land that I call my home will not disappoint you. Whether it's remote islands or ancient ruins, I'm sure they can also provide you with plenty of exciting adventures. And let me tell you a secret. The elders once told me that beneath these very ruins lies a way to reach the sky. Or maybe someone already discovered that. No matter. If you two want to go adventuring elsewhere, I can also give you some suggestions.
Yeah, thanks for that. But knowing us, we don't give up so easily even when a place is supposedly impossible to visit.
Oh, I can understand. I won't stop you if you're still interested in finding the island. I just recommend finding a guide first who you could trust with your lives.
A guide we could trust with our lives? Oh, who knows when we'll meet someone like that around here? Oh, we could go find Milani!
It appears you've already made up your minds. Then I'll be taking my leave. My assistants will pay you for all your help. Thanks again.
Okay, bye-bye!
The most popular greetings have all been really similar lately.
Tutup. Put in water. Okay. Put in water.
Halo
Pilihan
Nathan.
nyawa.
Sorry, we don't carry any black swimming floaters here.
But why? Black floaters look really cool.
May I ask whether you've had some
Oh,
bad
you
luck
Well,
honeybee
sort of.
friend, right?
The last pair of black floaters I bought ended up getting bitten by Coholasaur.
How are you? I'm
Nearly
good.
drowned. Which is why I want to buy some new ones.
I knew it. I specifically asked an expert from the Masters of the Nightwind about this once.
How about you?
Black floaters bring bad luck.
Really?
Also, have you by any chance become a mosquito magnet? Or found yourself overheating?
I know the
Maybe
string
even suffering a
on
little heat
YouTube.
stroke?
Yeah,
And
that's
Twitch.
exactly how I've been feeling. It's all starting to make sense now.
Yeah,
In
it's
that
Genshin.
case, I'd recommend either pink or
Genshin
blue
Impact.
swimming floaters.
New
According
update.
to the experts, bright colors can not only lift your mood, but also bring good luck. I'll even offer you a discount if you'd like. Just see it as a way of celebrating your luck taking a turn for the
Kamu
better.
udah.
You'd really do that? Then I'll take one of each.
You got it.
Oh, it's alright, it's alright.
Bring water.
I will go rest. Thank you for coming. And thank you for the like.
If it isn't the traveler in Paimon. It's been a while, Mulani.
Mau bikin kopi
Was all
lagi
that
biar
stuff you were
tidak
saying just now
ngantuk.
really true? Do pink and blue floaters really bring good luck?
Of course.
Aduh.
I know a friend who nearly drowned once, but because she was
Okay,
wearing
fascinating.
pink
Thank you.
floaters,
YouTube.
a group of
Have a
Coholasaurs came to
press.
the rescue and brought her back to shore.
Whoa, for real?
But let's get back to why you're here. Are you looking to buy some water sports products? Come on, don't be strangers now. I can give you whatever you need. You
You
are
can
guests here after all.
see
It's only natural for me to give
my
some gifts to you.
Twitch there.
Berat ya.
No, we actually came here to
Barang
ask you to be our
ini.
guide.
Apa tuh?
Well, you've come to the right
Tuh,
person.
tadi
So, where do you
belanja
wanna
yang
go?
itu, yang kayak
We want
wholesale
to visit
itu
the mysterious
buat
island from
beli
the
daging
legend.
lebih murah
A
jatuhnya.
trip to the
Kan aku
mysterious
masakin
island.
my dog
Oh.
food kan.
Do you have any concerns,
Jadi lebih
Mulani?
murah gitu dan berat kan aku lagi potong.
Kebanyakan.
So you're already aware of how difficult the trip
Iya
will
itu
be,
satu
right?
apa
Yep,
one
chief has
one
already made that
pound
pretty
of
clear.
turkey dapat 4 cuman $20 lebih, jadi it's worth it
But with
daripada
our
kamu beli
adventuring
di
experience and with you
apa
as our
grocery
guide,
biasa
we'll
satu
definitely
setengah
be able
poundnya
to
aja
reach
udah
the
bisa
mysterious island.
$12.
Then
Jadi
I'll have to explain some things to you first.
Murah itu.
I
cuman
learned
berat
all my
sekali.
skills as a guide
Iya,
from Uncle New, and he's the best guide in the whole tribe.
di Costco
But apparently,
belinya.
even he has never successfully reached
Costco
the
kan di
island.
mana-mana ada Jepang,
With a good
Korea
guide to
juga udah
lead the
ada.
way, a journey should usually be fun
Cina
and
udah ada
pleasant.
baru.
However, going to the mysterious island is different. And I don't know if I can guarantee that. But since it's you two asking, I definitely won't refuse. It's just my duty as a guide to explain these things before I officially agree to go on the journey.
Paimon thought this would be a piece of cake
Kalian
for
aku
you,
kalau
but
beli di Costco
it
tuh
seems
kayak
like we're actually asking a lot.
yang di rumah perlu kayak
Paimon will feel
ya
really guilty
tisu,
to make a friend go through a bunch
deterjen
of
gitu
trouble
lebih
just for
murah
the sake
juga.
of finding some
Jadi
treasure.
there. Kalau sayur tergantung, kalau sayurnya nggak perlu banyak ya aku nggak beli di situ karena situ dapetnya gede-gede.
Whoa, what's the hurry?
Kan
Come
sayur
on, what are you
cepet
waiting for?
basi ya,
Kolar just
mubazir.
got back to the tribe. I heard he found another underground ruin full of treasure.
Oh, Kolo's back. Wait for me.
Who's Kolo?
Oh, he's currently ranked as the #1 guide in the People of the Springs. Besides the tribe's first chief, he's the only other guide who's ever made it to the mysterious island.
Really?
He's always out and about, so we don't get to see him often. Sounds like this is quite an occasion, though. Let's go check it out. Let me put up the closed sign
Halo,
first.
Ayano Arisu.
Okay, come with me.
Selamat datang. Welcome in.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Udah review game. Udah pikir itu. Bentar, ini dibilang tadi. Selain Genshin Gameplay ada banyak sih. Tadi gue main Mellow. CE Battlefield. Dan game story yang lain dah. Kayak gitu. PP karakter. Semua karakter banyak sih.
Wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Gua orangnya ya kolesi, gak ini. Jadi gua nggak tahu tuh, yang mana bagus, yang mana. Jadi mau maaf. Gue udah jarang main Genshin karena udah gede, kok jadi main lagi. Mana dong? Rumahnya apa ya? Kenapa Rosas di hidden nggak bisa? Jangan di hack. Avatar. Nah ini nyalain sugar itu detail. Bisa nambah. Apa ya? Satunya lagi.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Udah tekan. Ya udah. Tidak dapat.
But where are those who share?
Terus ini. And
every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
gua gak punya cici, gak punya sama sekali. Gua belak, gak dapet cici.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Ini. Oke, gimana? Ini dia ya. Alay. Limited edition.
I need water.
and food.
Belum waktunya sih sebenarnya. Masih jam 4. Tahan-tahan. Pengen apa? Dingin-dingin. Wiwi, itu kali. Air sama... Oh, I can actually ice cream. Aku ada es krim.
Udah bentar guys, gue mau beli sarapan. Be right back. Udah lah, nasi lah. Masa roti canai terus. Ini lagu-lagu.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Yang manis ada. Okay guys, I'll be right back. Give me 5 minutes. Belum turu, mau beli sarapan bentar. Rifat.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Makan es krim.
Right back guys. Kita
Es krim mochi. Habis itu dulu itu.
be right back, mau beli sarapan.
Oke, ya.
Right back guys.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. Learning more about you all the time.
wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Where's my cat?
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time. A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time. A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Welcome back.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
Saya bikin kopi.
Kopi apa tuh?
Makanan apa?
Nasi sama ayam. Sama sambal.
Kan kamu tidak sakit perut. Udah biasa kali ya meski ya makan cabai.
Iya.
Aku lupa, aku bikin kopi manis ya.
Kopi apaan? Latte?
Enggak, pengennya latte tapi aku nggak punya.
Cappuccino.
Iya, aku nggak punya yang blender yang kecil itu loh yang buat mereka foamy.
As for the people you asked me to take along, they almost all got lost in a cave. Out of my sense of duty as a guide,
Katanya sebenarnya ada triknya.
Next time,
triknya bisa masukin susu atau apa aja gitu creamer di dalam di dalam botol kamu shake gitu kan. Terus kamu masukin microwave bentar nanti dia itu bumbung tapi nggak boleh ada itu ya, nggak boleh ada metal.
Do you think you could get some pointers from him more? Who knows? maybe he could save us some trouble on our trip to the mysterious island.
Cara, aku pindah lagi ke PC.
Ko'olo always treats his experience like trade secrets. He never tells anyone anything about being a guide.
Oh, okay.
But one day, I'll also be able to reach the island.
That's him, right? Do you really think you'll be able to get his help?
Allow me to do the talking. You must be the top guide of your tribe. I have a commission that I hope you'd be willing to consider.
Aduh, panasnya nggak tahan, oi.
That guy sure looks familiar. Oh, aren't those two the scholars from Sumeru who were bitten by the Kaholosaurs? They also wanted to go to the mysterious island, right? Seems they finally realized that they need a guide.
Apa kamu di rate?
A commission? Since you've obviously heard about my
yeah.
abilities, have you also happened to hear about my rates? If you're not intimidated by the price, then we can talk.
Yes, I've looked into everything I need to know. As long
Halo,
as the trip is a
Kaneko.
success, then the commission fees won't be a
Welcome,
problem.
Raiders.
Oh? And where is it you want to go?
The mysterious island.
Just as Paimon thought.
Yang apa tadi? Oh ini
But
ya.
first, please don't misunderstand. I'm no tourist. I wish to visit the real place.
Isi juga.
What? He wants to go to the island.
Yes,
In
oh
that case,
Kaneko real.
Ko'olo's the only one for the job. But the journey to the island requires a lot
Oh,
more than
Genshin.
just a guide, right?
Since you want to visit the real mysterious island, then I'm sure you've also heard about the requirement for our trip, right?
Yes, I know. According to the legend, only those who are willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island together. I must reach that island, even if that means putting my life in someone else's hands. I
Yes.
have made up my mind.
Jadi
Don't waste your words
bermampir.
on me. The way I see it, the requirement is just a way
Halo
to weed out
semuanya.
those who do not have the
Halo
skills to reach the island by
Kumpi
themselves.
Butut.
You...
Halo Bang, halo juga.
You say you'd put your life in somebody else's
Iya, lagi story.
hands. Ridiculous.
Suara gue kecil.
Even if someone were to trust me with their life, they'd just be another burden. Let's look at it the other
Thank
way.
you udah follow.
Why would I place my life
Kompi
in the
butut.
hands of someone whose abilities are far below mine? That is what the legend is really hinting at here.
Warning.
Many guides in the tribe have received commissions like this, only to end up bogged down by their incompetent clients long before reaching the destination. How do you think I reached the mysterious island? I made it because I chose to go alone.
Well, I'm different. I'm no ordinary tourist.
Ngopi Bang.
That doesn't make much of a difference to me. You'll give up halfway
Gue
at
jangan
best,
ngopi.
which is a waste of my time.
Oh
And a
mami.
waste of your commission fees. I can tell you're just looking to explore something new. If
Oke,
that's the
kenalin
case, you can
gua
find another
HDShadowPlay,
guide in the tribe.
bisa dengan
For
HD atau Shadow.
example, new student.
Dan sekarang gue lagi main
What's up
Genshin.
with that guy's attitude? Paimon takes back everything nice she said
Gue lagi
about
story. Argan quest sudah kelar.
Goodbye.
Gue lagi story
Hold on,
yang
Ko'olo.
What's wrong? I'm only
yang
introducing
spesies
potential
quest
clients.
yang warna
You
merah.
know your
Never mind that for now. I don't agree with your views on the island. Uncle
Yang
Neil
mencari
told me-
Misteri Island.
I know. You're just the same as him. You both obviously hope to prove yourself.
I hope you enjoy
but
this
still think that you
streaming.
have to follow the
And
legend to
thank you for
the
the
letter,
again.
waiting for a
Thank you so
cumbersome
much.
client to find you before even trying to set off.
Mualani?
The rare ores I brought back are proof that I've been to the island. But as for New, where's his proof? Why don't you wait until he's actually found the island before you start using his views to refute me?
I'm really sorry. I just wanted to take you to see what the excitement was all about. I wasn't
Gue
planning
spesies
on
warna
getting
merah.
into an argument with him again.
That Ko'olo seemed to harbor some kind of grudge against you, Mualani. Or maybe your teacher.
Kan ada 3 kan? Gue pilih yang paling bawah.
I know. Quite an impressive achievement for my teacher, huh? Even the best guide in the tribe can't stop talking about him.
Oh, Paimon thought you'd be more upset.
Of course not. Uncle Nu has also argued with Ko'olo before. I've already heard the same words several times now. But it's hard to prove anything to him unless you've actually been to the island. That's right. It's just that I've always seen the journey as something super important and not to be taken lightly. I was really surprised when you asked me to be your guide today. After telling you about all the dangers with such a serious face, I didn't make you think that you're causing me trouble, did I?
Actually, Paimon did think about taking our invite back.
No, please don't do that. Actually, that is also a part of what Uncle New taught me as a guide. The difficulty of the trip is the very first thing that needs to be clearly laid out to the group. If you want a chance of reaching the destination together,
Okay, have a good
we
rest.
must first reach a consensus on the amount of effort that will be required. I always felt that my teacher is no less skilled than Ko'olo. But Uncle New
Selamat
has never been to the
bobo.
island,
Happy listening. Thank
so
you.
Ko'olo always uses that to
Thank
push
you
us
there
down.
again.
So, as Uncle New's student, I've always wanted to complete the trip to prove his skills. It's a pity that I've never had the chance.
But don't you have that chance now, Mualani? If you'd agree to be our guide, we're completely willing to trust you with our lives. With the help of the renowned traveler and his trusty companion, you'll definitely be able to find the mysterious island. Then you can come back and teach that Ko'olo a lesson.
Oh, Paimon. Come on, bring it in.
Aw, you're making Paimon blush.
Alrighty then. If we're gonna go, we should start
so
preparing
cute.
right away. I've already had the plans for this trip written out for some time. Come with me.
Oh, it's that scholar guy. Paimon almost forgot he was still here.
Scholar guy? My name is
Pernah main
Veronica.
Genshin atau
Please
gak
use
pernah?
it.
Gak pernah.
I didn't
tak
expect to
pernah.
see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Aku cuma suka
Oh,
lihat
and it's
orang
that
main.
lady too. Hello again.
Kalau aku
Excuse
takut
me,
nggak selesai,
Miss
nggak
Guide.
semua game
Since
aku
we've
bisa
been
selesaiin
referred to
gitu.
you, would it be okay for us to join your journey?
I'm Mualani. Just call me by my name. As for whether or not you can come along, I'm sure you've already heard the requirements. We've only just met, and I'm not
Yang gimana?
sure you're cut out for
Namanya
this trip.
Power.
The path to the mysterious island is a grueling one.
Gamenya Power. Terus harus
I
grinding
admit that after coming to
karakter.
Natlan, I've
Iya,
encountered
takut nggak
many
ada
things
waktu.
outside of my field of
Itu
expertise.
boleh.
It's understandable you're worried that we'll slow you down. So how about this? We'll set off with you as ordinary travel companions, and I'll pay you the usual
Gue
commission
juga bang
fees.
masa depan
But we
dulu
won't
lebih
officially be your clients.
Alright,
In other
kopi.
words, you needn't shoulder
Udah
the
selama
responsibility of
sarapan.
being our guide. And even if something were to happen to us, your reputation as a guide won't be tarnished as a result. How does that sound?
If you accompany us, then you are a member of the team. I could never agree to such a careless deal. Oh, don't tell me you think I'm the same kind of person as Ko'olo.
So you still refuse? Fine. Kariel, put the Mora for the return trip in your backpack. Without a guide, the road ahead may be dangerous, so please don't follow me.
Verandra?
Now he wants to go alone? Why is this guy so obsessed with that island?
Wait! Please don't do this in front of a guide. I can't let a tourist go on some dangerous journey all alone. Even my sweet mom would give me a harsh scolding if I ever let you do that.
I'm so sorry for the trouble. Really.
Don't say that. Although it'd be inappropriate to bring along two strangers I just met, there is another solution. How about this? Let's meet up tomorrow morning at the monument near the tribe's southeastern slope. I'll see you there.
So you've decided to accept my offer?
No. My plan is to use some of our time together to turn you from strangers into friends. The kind we can trust with our lives.
That's your plan? Very well, then.
Wonderful. On behalf of both Verandra and I, thank you so much.
could come up with a plan like that.
We need to get started on our preparations. Come with me.
Udah aku terima, oke. Bentar. Mikasa.
Kok malah minimize?
Lu punya apa sekarang? Yang 5 star.
12.
Dendro. Kalau Beno pas support. Nah, bisa healing, bisa kasih burst. Kalau ini lo juga.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Halo sini. Coba ini. Kalau main ini utama. Terus utama. Ini yang ketiga. Ini deh. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Dua, 3, 4. Itu 4.
Ada nge-clip, so funny.
Langsung edit ya. Apa lu main aja dulu sampai World Adventure apa ya? Ya sampai World level 7. Nah.
Udah bingung.
Lu grinding sampai adventure ya 50 ini world level 7. Ntar lu grinding artifact. Tapi yang paling utama level dulu. Yang kereta yang lu pakai. Yang lu fokus. Yang pertama itu level talent. Mana talent? Sorry. Talent jangan lupa naikin. Terus yang ketiga artifact. Gitu. Ya, ini pakai seadanya deh. Tapi harus naikin world level 7. Ya 50. Nah, ini apa story apa deh. Walaupun gue ini belum, ya bagus lah. Tapi cari yang lagi bagus. Masih kurang. Ya masih kurang. Ketiga Kezuhun. Ya udah, gue lanjut guys. Naikin level dulu, oke? Mana? Udah lang.
Hey, Alapha. I've got some business for you.
We've been over this before. The name's Yellowpath.
I know. It's just that Lappa sounds so much cuter.
Well, since you're the customer here, I guess whatever floats your boat.
I need a camping tent with all the accessories.
Right.
Only the best you've got.
Another commission, huh? Just so you know, a
Ben
full
harus
tent
bill
according
ya.
to your standards is gonna be pricey. Is your client covering the bill?
Ben buat support.
How much are we talking?
Don't worry about the cost.
It's
I'll take care
beautiful.
of it.
Oh, but
What?
that's not right.
Beautiful what?
Ahem.
don't know.
Let's make this clear, Traveler and Paimon. We're not working together like this is a hired commission, are we?
Enggak nasi kuning.
We're traveling as close friends who trust each other with anything.
That's what I thought. Honestly, I can be a little picky when it comes to camping equipment, and I don't want my friends to be paying for me. But don't worry, it's not that
Nasi ganda
expensive.
enak atau enggak?
We're ready, Lappa.
Enak.
Your total is 200,000 mora.
Isn't that still a
Nasi ganda enak.
Just imagine us in the wilderness, okay? We can
Nice,
either
nice,
sleep out in
nice.
the open, tired and
Damn,
weary,
that sucks.
or simply spend
Well,
a
it doesn't
week's
suck.
worth of
Yeah,
pocket
nasi
money
ganda.
and completely solve that problem. I'd say
You know the
that's
Nasi
game
ganda,
that
nasi lemak.
PlayStation
Ya lebih kurang nasi
kinda
padang.
did Concord?
Are
What
you
for?
rich, Mulani?
PlayStation. It's
That's
like a
not
live
important.
server. It's like an
We still need to
Overwatch.
buy some equipment from another
That's
Oh,
the
the
store.
new one
Come
that,
with me.
that just came out.
Yeah, the Concord is shutting down forever.
What happened?
What you mean? What happened?
What happened?
Yeah, what happened? They shut it down forever. Like they don't make good money, or
Well, put it like this: a lot of LGBTQ plus things in the game,
oh, so people are like
and like a very woke in a way.
people.
So
Yeah.
so people are like, yeah, fuck that game.
You call me
Nasi
uncle, but I
And the
won't
game
have
only
to be
sold
your grandfather,
25,000.
you know?
That's a shame.
Because you're still young,
And it
Uncle
shut down
Lon.
in 8 days.
Hey, can you help
Literally,
me find
like 8
something
days.
kind of rare?
Stuff.
I can negotiate the price. What do you say?
Ya lebih mirip lah.
Alright. What are you looking for?
I mean,
A record
listen,
player. Specifically, the kind that's convenient to take camping.
It's just
Oh,
like I
that
feel
model
like
is pretty
I don't know.
rare
It's just too
indeed.
much, bro.
I thought
Like-
it'd
no,
be
it's not
nice
too
to keep
much.
it
It's
as a
just
prized
like
collectible
they're gonna
from the
start to
shop.
realize that there's a
Uncle
lot of people that
Lon.
don't want any of that in games.
I think it's
Just don't
because like
break it, okay?
Emote siapa tuh?
Buy it back
Oh,
when you're done with it.
Punisher.
Thanks, Uncle
yeah,
On.
Punisher. HD is streaming. I don't want to say it, but
A
I'll yeah.
record player?
Maybe
Does
takut.
that mean we need to buy some
Telepon
records
dulu
too?
kali ya. Ntar aku baru chat ke kamu.
And that's
Takut
our next
ini
stop.
nggak sih sensitive? Or is it okay for us to talk about it, HD?
Ini sensitif or not? Iya, it's okay. Sensitif ya?
Iya, takut nggak enak didengar.
Alright, gua mute sebentar.
Oke. Yep. I will.
Salah. Oke, kita lanjut. Ya, nasi kandar sebenarnya cuma dicampurin semuanya ke satu nasi. Kalau nasi kandar. Ini gue contohnya. Mana beda gitu? Nah, ini. Ya sama sih sama.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Cuma nasi kandar itu kuahnya.
But where are those who share the memory?
Gak lihat itu. Campur-campur gitu loh. Ya tengah-tengah orang lah.
Hey, Paka Paka.
Mualani? Have you finally decided to release a
Tapi
record
yang
of your
mana?
own?
You'd be the first
Ntar
consignment
nasi
if I
padang
ever
udah
did,
nyobain.
but not today.
Ya,
I just want to buy a record.
Lebih memilih nasi
The
kandar.
one you've been keeping from customers and listening to in secret.
That's a pretty rare record, you know? Besides, I haven't even finished listening to that one yet.
Maybe I can think of a way to connect you with a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind to release a record.
Whoa, then we could produce some really wild tunes.
Ya, rampal-rampal
Deal.
banyak. Dan pedas gitu loh.
Nice. That's the record also accounted for.
What do we need it for anyway?
Well, I asked a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind for some advice once,
Biasanya kalau makan
and
nasi,
apparently,
itu gue selalu
playing
nambah
the song at
nasi.
night is an effective way to keep travelers safe and sound.
Kadang-kadang gue nggak puas.
Well, if it doesn't cost much, that's a nice way to make the trip a little more pleasant.
You know how it goes, Mualani. 20,000 mora for this record. That's the best I can do.
Ini emang siapa lagi?
Looks like Milani really is rich.
The
That
chaps.
should be about everything we need to buy. Next is... Ooh, I'm getting kind of nervous.
What's wrong, Milani?
Next, I need to find my teacher and get the map to the island. Besides the legend left by the first chief, there's also a map. Well, not just a regular map, it's more like a treasure map. It's full of strange symbols, almost like it's a part of a big puzzle. Guides must draw from their experience to decipher the map's meaning and understand the route. The chief made several copies of the map and distributed them to the first members of the tribe. The copies were to be passed down
Gila
to
sih
future
masih
generations,
streaming.
so usually a teacher will pass their copy to their student. Which brings us to today. The day I officially asked Uncle Nu for his copy of the map.
Whoa. Hearing that is also making Paimon feel a little nervous. Sounds like it must
Apa
be
ya
a
nasi kandar?
serious moment.
Apa ya?
Yes, but the thought of having you two by my side somehow makes me feel a lot better. We won't let Uncle Nu down, right?
8 ringgit.
That's right. Let's go and find him together.
Ya hampir 30.000 lah. Kalau mau nambahin gitu.
afternoon, Uncle New. I have a big surprise for you.
A surprise? Then you must be here to finally pick up the map.
You saw right through me, as always.
Warungnya ada banyak sih. Cuma di bawah itu.
Did you forget that you had mentioned these two to me before? The ones who went to the Night Kingdom with you. In some sense, you could say that you've already trusted each other with your lives. It's just that
paha sama
feelings are a little complicated.
atas.
Huh? Do you think that I'm still not ready yet, Uncle New?
Kan ada. Bentar.
No, I believe you are the best guide in your generation.
Atas sama paha.
It's just that.
Kuahnya gua campurin. Gua kari gua. Apa kek? Sama nasi tambahnya. Udah 30.000.
Don't worry. With our help, Mulan will definitely
Dan?
be able to find the mysterious island.
Yep, done.
Yeah. This time I'll definitely be able to prove that Ko'olo is
So what
no
did you get
better
for
than Uncle
breakfast,
New.
HD?
Don't misunderstand.
Nasi
If you
kuning.
make up your minds, I won't try
nasi
to stop
kuning,
you. It's just.
turmeric rice. But how's nasi
Please listen to
kuning
your
in
teacher's words
Malaysia?
once more,
Like, is it
Mulani.
similar with Indonesian or no?
Our mission as guides has never been to prove anything. There is only one thing we must do.
Kayak gimana tuh?
Guide
Nasi
tourists
kuning
to
ini.
their destination.
Yeah, what do you have in the
understand,
turmeric rice
Uncle
with
Neil.
nasi kuning?
You may have the map.
A little different, I see.
Also, take this with you.
What is it?
A little bit different. So what
It's
do
a
they have on
talisman.
the side?
Take good care.
Today I'm breakfast. Nasi kuning sama ayam sama kuah sambal.
Was this made with spinel fruit?
Okay. Interesting.
For some reason, this doesn't look like a regular spinel fruit to me.
Right, which is precisely why it's so effective.
Iya 30.000 kalau nasi kandar. Kalau di Malay.
Oh, that's not bad.
All right, Traveler and Paimon, tomorrow we'll set off. Make sure you get some good rest tonight.
Yay! Paimon can't wait for another adventure.
Nasi padang, nasi sama ayam. Oh, lo ayam doang. 50.000, kok mahal?
Siapa yang bilang mahal? Ada yang bilang mahal?
Nasi padang.
Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of like. Tapi enak.
The game costs 250 million just to make.
Oh, that game.
Yeah, that's wild. But I mean, these companies got money to blow.
Yeah.
Murah sekali ya. Ya murah lah.
One of my childhood friends' ex-husband just passed away. I'm not sure why.
To go next.
It's about time to meet up now.
But it's so sad because even though they're separated already, but they have 3 kids together, and you know it's just their kids still young. I mean they're married pretty young too. I don't know what's going on though.
Traveler, Paimon, over here.
You're here, Mualani! Oh, and those strange scholars are here too.
Good morning, you two.
Morning!
So when are we leaving?
Seems you're as excited as a child before the start of our journey.
I just want to get down to business as soon as possible. You know this is no leisurely spring stroll, so I hope we can all act a little more professional.
Don't worry, I'm a very professional guide. Our journey to the mysterious island has officially begun.
Real...
Yay!
First, do you all see the statue here?
Uh-huh. Is it an important clue?
Well, no, it's not a clue at all. He was the first chief of the people of the Springs who came back from the mysterious island and set up this place. It's a monument. The first thing we need to do before we set off is to touch the statue and pray to our ancestors. This will make our journey to the mysterious island smoother.
Is there any theoretical basis to support that claim?
A theoretical basis? No,
I'm
but my
posting this
teacher
my
taught me it's an
reaction.
essential step before heading to the mysterious island.
This game so expensive. I can buy it.
Very good. You didn't try to argue with me
Black
over something that you
Yukon.
aren't knowledgeable about. That's very professional of you.
Sure, but since
Wukong,
this practice doesn't have an
Wukong.
empirical
Game
basis,
is
I
good.
won't be able to include it in my thesis.
Come on, everyone.
He heard a truck. It's just a truck.
Greetings
that
to my
passed by.
ancestors.
Calm down.
As your descendant,
Nothing to worry.
I'm about to follow in your footsteps and witness your accomplishments. Allow me to depart under your gaze and return under your protective watch.
It really feels like we're about to embark on a great adventure.
Now, please get ready. We're going to look for the first clue.
Speaking of which, where should we look for the clue?
At a place where many gather. Like a party.
Huh?
Barangkali tidak bagus dalam story ada challenge-nya.
Apa?
Oh iya, gua udah stream. Maaf, gua lupa bilang.
It's okay. Donat, namanya donat. Donat.
Donat. Donatello.
Enggak, itu si Natsu. Dia lulu.
Udah keluar ya. Oh.
Korean girls, man.
Spectre divide.
Wow, there are a lot of Kaholosaurs here.
Just wait.
As expected, the first clue is
Oh
related
yeah,
to the
this game came out. I
Kaholosaurs.
forgot.
When people from outside the tribe get a copy of the map, most can deduce that the first clue is related to the Kaholosaurs. But they often end up looking in the wrong direction. When the first chief created the map, he left a special mark for this part. It's a code that the tribe uses to indicate a herd of them. So it'll be impossible to gain any leads from just finding one or two stray Kaholosaurs.
You're a real pro at this, Mualani.
But according to the information I've been able to find, Kaholosaurs don't like gathering as herds unless it's to compete for the hot springs.
Everybody
So let
uses
me
that
tell
song
you a secret that
in every
only a
YouTube
guide from
video.
the people of the springs would know. It so happens that wild Kaholosaurs periodically gather in the valley up ahead. It's almost like how our tribe gathers together for festivals. Still, as soon as the season changes, the herd quickly disperses again. Unless you're a guide who's always running across Natlan, it would be very rare to ever witness such a thing.
This is a thing? I need to note this down right away and include an explanation as a part of my thesis.
According to what I've deciphered from the map, a clue is hidden deep in that valley.
But to get there, won't we have to get through the herd of Kaholosaurs?
We'll have to think of a way to sneak past without startling them. They're gathering
Oh, you're
together
back,
with their
okay.
friends, so I'm sure they don't want
Yay.
to be disturbed.
Sorry, I was typing.
You mean
so you
we're
could
going to
see
have to walk through the
case,
Kaholosaur herd? That feels a little...
just in case.
Given we've agreed to work together, everyone should do their part. However, Karia has been attacked by Kaholosaurs before, so This isn't an ideal plan for her. But it shouldn't be a problem at all for me. Let's have Karia wait here, and I'll take over all the tasks that were supposed to be entrusted to her.
No worries. We don't need everyone to go. We actually need someone to stay and look after the luggage, so we'll leave that to you two. Traveler, Paimon, please come with me.
Is that so? Then that works out perfectly.
And now I understand how much you care for your assistant
Oh my
scholar.
god, that's so loud. I'm just posting something. Okay.
Follow me and stay close.
And what is this after this? 213, 223.
Try going too deeper into the valley.
Oh no, we've been spotted. Let's back off and try again.
These Kaholosaurs sure seem on guard. We'll never get through.
Kevin, you've already used the...
First of all, the elders of the tribe have always warned us to never hurt the Kaholosaurs. Doing so will almost certainly bring bad luck. And secondly, you can't just show up and intrude on others' gatherings, much less make them leave. That's just terrible.
But on what basis?
Okay, so can we figure out another way to enter the valley?
There must be a way to enter the valley without startling them. It'd take a while for me to come up with a solution on my own, so I'd like to ask everyone to help come up with some ideas.
Let Paimon think. Oh, is there a detour or another way around?
According to the map, the clue is right in the middle of the Kaholosaur herd. Even if we try to approach from the other side, we'll just run into the same problem.
This is tricky.
Karia, I've noticed that you only talk when you're trying to help smooth things over between Varamdra and the others. I'm sure you must have some ideas of your own, so why don't you share them with us?
Me? All right. When Varamdra decided to look for leads on the Kaholosaurs, I wanted to help. And so I also looked up some information
I'm
about
like
the
looking
creatures.
at my clip. It's like
Discovered something
I just
very
realized
interesting.
how I always
We thought that
act
the
stupid in front
Kaholosaurs
of
relied
camera.
on their hearing to track their prey, but they also possess a very keen sense of smell. But I'm not sure how useful that information is.
Oh. Oh, that was actually very useful, Miss Karia.
You can just call me Karia.
In that case, please stay here and keep an eye on the luggage. Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I've got an idea. Found it!
What's this?
The key to making our way through the herd. If the Kaholosaurs have but this plant, we can apply the plant.
So...
Don't worry, it's also good for your skin.
Oh, Paimon feels all wet and slimy. But this actually does smell like a Kaholosaur.
Perfect. Okay, let's try to make our way Be sure to stay out of sight. What's that sound? Careful! Oh, it's just a young Kaholosaur. Don't worry, this little one doesn't pose any danger. How could there be so many here?
Oh my
We
god,
can't get
any
through!
content from actors.
I have an idea. Wait here.
Oke. Hati-hati di jalan.
careful. Don't startle them.
What the heck?
We must be getting close.
Look, a bunch are gathering around that rock. What are they doing?
Maybe when things start to get boring, they gather together and talk about something fun?
Ganyan.
Too bad I can't understand what they're saying.
But Paimon thought guides from the people of the springs could understand Kaholosaurs.
Sounds like someone has been trying to trick you.
True, they were definitely trying to scam us. Huh? Do you see that on the rock? It looks like some kind of drawing.
I've heard that there is a type of moss that changes color when it reacts to the biological signals released by Kaholosaurs. But to trigger that sort of reaction, you'd need a huge number of Kaholosaurs. That must be the clue!
Should we take a picture?
Oh, the flash might disturb them. Let me try to copy it down.
I play that game Deadlock. It's okay.
So
Not
we've passed
bad.
the first stage of the journey now, right?
I see. Had we chosen to drive
Huh?
the Kaholosaurs off, then we never would have found this
I said I
lead.
play that game Deadlock.
Seems there was a logical basis for everything you said after all.
Has he always been this way, Miss Karia?
It's not bad.
He's just obsessed with his research. That's all.
At least this has shown that my judgment is correct. I've proven my trustworthiness. And so,
What's on Steam?
there
Is
should be no
anything on
need for us to
sale on
argue next
Steam?
time.
Yes, I understand. And I suppose that'll help us avoid wasting time.
Mulamani really knows how to lead our group.
Dark Souls 3.
Next, we'll need to use the lead we found to uncover our next destination. Now, what does this pattern represent?
Hard to tell. Paimon certainly doesn't have any idea what it's trying to get at.
Aha! I got it! Though the lines are kinda rough, I can still see that they represent the boundaries between the water and the land at Jadeskirt Knoll. We can use this to fill in the hole on the map and find our next destination.
Really? You got all that just from some rough lines?
Well, intuition is also a part of it. Maybe I've just seen too many maps as a guide, and now it's easier for me to pick up on patterns like that. All right, break time is over. Let's get ready to move. Okay, this is the place.
So, where do we go next?
I'm not completely
Wow.
sure yet. The map seems to indicate there's a mechanism here that crosses the water. But I still need to think about what these lines might be referring to.
Nice.
I knew it! My theory was correct!
Sounds like he's got something to say again.
If you have any suggestions, then please feel free to share.
I believe the mechanism that the lines are indicating is a spirit way.
That is a possibility. But I don't remember anyone from the tribe setting up a spirit door around here.
According to my theory, it might not have been set up by humans. The dragons living in that land also used a similar device, long before the humans. Speaking of which, the spirit doors your tribe uses may have been built imitating the dragon ones.
Now, when you
Oh,
click
I
something
remember
on
now.
Twitch,
Uncle New did mention
they
this
have
possibility to me before.
like a thumbnail
After
or
learning
something.
about the legend,
you can
I
use
Yeah, I
that
know.
realized
to
that it was
I saw that
connected
shit.
to my research. And so, I looked up a lot of related
It looks
information.
better now.
Even
Yeah.
though I haven't found an exact route to the mysterious island, I'm
You can turn
fairly
it into
certain
like a
I've
short, too.
deduced the geographical features of the island's surrounding areas. Firstly,
But I
it's at an
already have my
intersection
stuff
between
for
water
this.
and land. And secondly, there should be a high concentration of phlogiston. My research indicates that the spirit way was originally a natural phenomenon caused by the flow of phlogiston.
Talking about clips, I should.
Therefore, the
They
area
told me
must
to
contain
clip some of
many
my
potential
snipes
spirit ways,
on
and
Call
the
of Duty the other
dragons
day.
who
So I'm about
lived
to do
here in
that.
ancient times
Yeah.
may have left behind some
What's
devices to
easy
control
for
them.
me, I don't know if it's for you, but for me, it's
Amazing.
mostly like
Now it all makes sense.
I
Now everyone's
write
contributing
down
to the
because you
team.
can see your OBS, right? Like the
You
hour,
flatter
the
me.
minute. So
If my theory is
I just write
correct,
it down
we should
on a
already be
piece of
very
paper,
close
so
to
I
the
will come back
mysterious
after
island.
stream.
Once
So I'm
you've
like
unlocked
concentrating
the
on my stream instead.
mechanism,
You know
we'll
what
be
I
able
mean?
to derive the island's location.
That's what I
All right.
usually do. Yeah,
Then let's
that's
start
what I
searching for the
usually do.
dragon's spirit door.
That's just a quick and easy name. I won't be able to include it in my thesis. Given the dragons used the device long before the humans, we should stick with a name that references no human concepts. Calling it a phlogiston node would be much more appropriate.
Then let's
I
start
have like
searching
post
for the
it like in
phlogiston
front of me. That's
node.
why like I have everything.
Speaking of which,
6:20
what does
so
it
I
look
write
like
the
exactly?
If I'm not mistaken,
the date
look
and
that
then
way.
the minute or whatever, whenever I want. 20 or
Whoa! It started glowing! This should be it,
I
right?
know that some people have like
Looks
if
like
you
we can
have
activate it
AMD
once we get close enough.
Ryzen or
The
something, you
light
can
does
like
remind
do
me
it
of a
right away,
spirit
right?
way.
But it's like
But
you're
according to
streaming
the
at the
map,
same
there should
time,
be
so
2 more phlogiston nodes.
I would not suggest you do it
Let's
right
keep
away.
searching, everyone.
That's why I just like write it down.
Paimon sees it! Oh, but it's way up high. We'll need to find a way up there. My second coffee of the day. Wow, this is like I haven't even clicked from the 12th of August. Wow.
Take flight.
We finally found all of them.
Great work, everyone. Okay, now first, we need to figure out how to control this thing. Its qualities are very
think I
similar
already
to
did
that of a
this. Isn't
man-made
the
device,
Punisher
but it doesn't
fall
seem as
down on the
intuitive to
thing?
me.
Is there something
But
wrong?
See, look at this. After activating a
I
normal
already
spirit
have
door, we
that.
could just go ahead and use it. But this one requires someone to stay and keep operating it here.
Oh, not
Also,
yet. I
according to
haven't.
the map,
The one
we
that
need to
Punisher
activate
played
the
with me in
mechanism
Far
and
Cry.
switch
He was
between
like,
different
okay,
phlogiston nodes to change the path of the spirit
I'll drive
way.
for you, and then he
If
hit
you
a
don't
rock and we
operate the
died.
nodes properly,
Oh,
then the
wow.
people on the spirit way will come tumbling from the sky.
Isn't that super dangerous?
In theory, the process should be very safe, but only if the 3 phlogiston nodes are each being operated by someone.
No clip.
Do you
That's what
think
he
you'd
said.
be able to operate it? I just tried, and it
So
clearly
funny.
requires more skill than a typical spirit door.
Though I've never tried before, I've read a lot of information and theoretically should be able to properly control it. Let me give it a try.
Hella funny.
Huh? But in theory, this shouldn't happen.
If Varandra can control it, then that also rules out me.
Punisher
Okay,
is
well,
a bad
How about you?
driver.
After all
That's
the
his
adventures
clip
he's been
name.
on, handling something like this should be easy peasy.
I post it on his thing too.
All right. Then it'll be up to the traveler to stay here and operate the phlogiston node. I'll go activate the mechanism. I'll let you know when we need to switch nodes. Just make sure you quickly head to the corresponding node, and we should make it safely.
Wait, but handling it this way sounds even more dangerous, Mulani.
Don't worry. It looks like the spirit ways are all above the water. I'm pretty good at swimming, so I'm not afraid if I end up falling in.
But it's so high! And you'll be falling so fast! If we don't manage to reach a node in time, or if we make a mistake, there's a lot that can happen!
Do you still remember the promise we made before we left, Paimon? Only those who can trust each other with their lives can reach the mysterious island. Since you two are willing to trust me, then naturally, I'm willing to trust you.
Alrighty. Please be careful.
Let's ride!
I'm gonna kill her. Punisher in front of the horse. I was riding the horse behind him, and then a car hit me so hard.
Please, activate the next node!
Paimon heard Mulani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need.
I'm so sorry.
We did it, Mulani!
Oh my god, that was so funny. You have to look at the end of the, I mean, the very last clip that I put Shitty on my Discord. The one that I checked Punisher. There's gonna, yeah, that one is funny. And then this
The
one
path
too.
ends up ahead.
Oh.
Switch to the next spirit way. Traveler, get to the next node!
Got it! Paimon heard Mulani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need. Mulani, we've taken care of the final node. Please be careful.
Bruh.
Nice.
Did you look at it?
Yeah.
That was perfect.
You are amazing, Mulani. There were a couple of moments Paimon thought it was over.
I'm confident I could do it all over again. Wait, why are the phlogiston nodes no longer lit?
Oh no, you're right.
It appears the phlogiston nodes here need to automatically recharge. Once they're activated, they'll be unusable for some time.
In that case, no matter what happens next, we have to seize our chance.
Oh,
Otherwise,
shit.
who knows how long we'll have to wait for another shot.
He killed both of y'all with the car?
Yeah.
Do you hear
Oh,
that?
shit. How you not see the
weather's
rock?
getting gloomy, and
I
a bunch
don't
of
know.
whirlpools just appeared in the water.
What the fuck?
Yes, we need to get to higher ground and take a look.
That happened to me when we was playing with me and the Punisher.
Yeah.
The fucking car starts to slide down the hill.
Oh my god. I mean, that's why playing this kind of game is actually funny when you play with a friend, because there's a lot of glitches, you know what?
Yeah.
Whoa, there's a giant whirlpool over there.
Yep, and that's our next stop.
Huh? What do you mean?
Terus kemana nih?
I'm posting it. This for new bot and Punisher.
The info I deciphered from the map points to only one possibility.
No way.
Forgive me for being frank, but as a guide of the people of the Springs, I'm sure you understand the danger of such a vortex even better than we do.
Yes, I know. But whether it's the information deciphered from the map or the direction of the spirit wave that I observed in the air, everything points to the path ahead being hidden in that whirlpool.
This one is like.
And what if you're wrong?
18. This is
Wrong
in
draw.
February, March, April, May, June. June?
I'm not trying to be
Wait,
unreasonable.
June 18?
Unfortunately, I'm very knowledgeable in this area.
Oh, shoot.
The spirit waves must have affected the nearby bodies of water and lowered the water
Probably.
level. That's why the whirlpools appeared. At this rate, some of the land that was once underwater will soon reappear at the surface and see the light of day again. Don't you think that sounds more like the definition of a mysterious island? So, our goal should be the shallow waters. If we enter that vortex, the undercurrents will drag us to the bottomless abyss.
He does seem to have a point.
I can't find any evidence to refute your claim for the moment, but I still trust my judgment.
Then it seems like it's time for our collaboration to come to an end.
But didn't we all agree to trust each other?
I have reached this conclusion based on my field of expertise, and I cannot deny it, even if you try to convince me otherwise. From now on, let us each choose our own way.
No, I refuse.
You?
Letting your clients separate themselves from the group in the middle
Actually,
of a
really
journey
cool. I'm
will
seeing
result in the
myself
worst
driving
luck possible.
and
I
on
will
the
not
street
agree
on
to that.
stream. That's kind of
Then we
actually
can
pretty
implement
cool.
the plan I proposed at the very beginning. You're not
Yeah, it
my
was like
guide,
the
and
way
as
I
such,
put the
you don't
camera
have
is
to
just
take
like
responsibility for me.
Oh, but you can't do that once you've traveled together as a group. If you were to leave now, we'll all be hit with bad luck. It's now beyond both our control. How about this? You and Karia wait here. We'll go first and investigate the whirlpool. I know you like to explain
some
everything
part
with
are, like,
theories and
really
logic,
rough.
so let me
Like
build my case
the-
first, and then I'll
The
come back
sound
to
of my
convince
AC
you.
too.
Well,
Traveler, Paimon, let's get going.
Ano nangyari kay China? Hindi ko.
I have somebody follow me when I was like streaming my drive going back. It's called
sana.
Drive Safe, bro. 7:30, 1, 2, 3. January, February, March, April, May, July, like 30th. Oh shit! Hopefully it's still there.
Oh yeah, disuruh ke situ.
Oh yes. Okay.
Whoa. The massive whirlpool is up ahead. Just the thought of going in there is making Paimon dizzy.
Do you also think that this is a reckless decision?
Well...
It's okay. That's completely normal. Actually, I completely understand how Varamdra feels. This is just how it is to be a guide. The tribe's experiences passed down from generation to generation are what give us the ability to guide our guests through hardships. This gives us the power to decide which way we should go. But it also means that we must bear the consequences of our mistakes and judgment, which could be quite dire this time. Although I'm pretty convinced that all the leads
one
we
that
have
when
collected are
you
pointing us
spawn
to the
into
whirlpool.
the game, I was like, oh my
I still
god.
don't know what awaits us inside.
what?
You
If the
spawn into
scholars
the
still
game for the
choose to
first time.
reject
I
my
was like
plan,
doing something and then I
I
turned
won't have
back.
the
It was
confidence
it's
to
you.
ask them to only do
Like,
as I
oh.
say. The same goes for the two of you. You are
I
the
was like, oh
commissioner,
my
so
god,
if you think
yeah,
this
I'll
is too
quit
risky,
it.
then it's perfectly reasonable if you want to end the trip here.
Bah, itu conquest, bukan. Ini quest
I
handling.
know the way back to the tribe very well.
Yang tu udah kelar.
Traveler.
Ini quest yang lain.
That's right. You've trusted us before, Mualani. Now it's our turn to trust you. Besides, it's gonna take more than a whirlpool to scare the two of us. We all managed to make it back from the Night Kingdom. After an experience like that, what's so scary about being sucked into a whirlpool?
Damn, I should have streamed the day I got my first ace on Valorant.
Come on, bring it in again.
I couldn't get that.
Alright. Let's investigate this whirlpool and see if we can gather any info to convince that
That
scholar.
was pure luck.
Oh, this one.
Matters of
I
luck
was
aside,
jumping.
he
I
definitely
jumped
knows
and
a
then
lot
I
about
fell down.
geography, and we'll need him on the team.
I know, it's just that we can't see much from
fell.
here. I'll get closer to the water and have another look.
Wait a sec. Is it just Paimon, or does the whirlpool seem to be getting smaller?
That was so funny. I fell down. When
You're
You were
right.
like driving the boat.
Maybe
'cause
it's
I was
just like
trying
the
to be the
phlogiston
gunner.
nodes and can only be active for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
That
and
means we need to
I
hurry.
jumped. I was. There's nothing to click.
Miss Guide, we have a problem.
And
What
then
the-
I just
What are you
jumped and
doing
I
here?
fell
I
all the way.
tried to persuade him, but Varamdra insisted on verifying his theory first. He said that the water to the south was about to be shallow enough to wade through. But after he took a few steps, the water suddenly began to surge and he was swept away. I'm not much of a swimmer, so I came to call for help.
Oh, why did this have to happen now? Can we still make it into the whirlpool?
Yeah, post.
No time to hesitate.
I just
I'll
post
get in the water and rescue
more
him.
clips.
Just tell me which way he went, Karya.
That's with you when I play.
Let's ride.
Help!
That way? He's been pulled away by the current. Not here either. The current is too
A
fast.
guy, like a computer in the game,
We found
like I was like walking, he was on the horse and then he hit me. Like literally. Like it's so funny. I was running. So I was petting
Karya
the
came and
horse.
found us just in time.
And I ran and then he hit me.
Oh, there
Okay, I'll
Varamdra, thank goodness
Oh.
you're all right. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
Oh, didn't I tell you to wait for me?
Judging by the changes in the water's surface, the path to the mysterious island wouldn't be around for long.
I just heck you
I didn't want to miss
again.
this opportunity. It's just, I didn't
Oh,
expect
that
my
was funny when you
calculations
see
to be wrong.
when you sat down on
It
the
seems
person on
You're
Destiny.
right.
Right.
Oh,
Who knows
yeah.
if we can make it back in time
Oh my
now?
god, you just see that?
Well, the
Yeah, I just saw
whirlpools
it.
have disappeared.
Wait, YouTube short?
Seems we missed our chance.
Well, I don't
Why
know.
would you give up on such an
Oh, on
opportunity to
Twitch.
come rescue
Oh.
me?
How can you say that?
Well, you just made
It's
that
already
as a
bad
YouTube
enough that you
short.
had to be left behind.
Yeah, I did. That
Do you think
too.
I'd let anyone in my group
The
drown?
funniest one I put it on
I'm
YouTube
really
short.
sorry.
Don't feel guilty, Karya. I think if I
She was
reactivate
like,
the
"Don't shoot
nodes,
that."
that will cause the whirlpools to reappear. The only problem is that we still don't know exactly when we'll be able to do that. It's already getting late now, and we've been on the move for a whole day. As your guide, I suggest we make camp first and have a good meal.
Now that you mention it, Paimon is feeling a little hungry. Hey, Paimon's stomach can be very sensible. It won't
What happened
interrupt
to
while
this one?
everyone's busy solving puzzles.
We have plenty of tasty things to eat. Let's just find a
I
suitable
forgot
spot to
who
make camp.
clipped. There was this one time I played Valorant.
I
This is when I was playing with Wolf for the
that
first time.
place right over there.
Like, cause we all started kind of playing it at the same time, but then I stopped. But there's this one clip.
Is
I
this
forgot
the
who
spot?
streamed,
Let Paimon
but
and
I
the
got
Traveler
5
help set up
kills,
the tent.
no scope, with
Go
the
ahead.
marshal.
I'll take care of the
Nice.
fire.
And Marshall,
Oh,
you
and
don't need
here's
to
a little
scope it.
camping tip.
That's why it's
It's
still,
best to
that's
set
how
the tent
Marshall are.
upwind
Like
from the campfire.
it gone straight.
Yeah, but you gotta aim like kind of to like where the hair is at.
Yeah,
to
but
get it.
it's not like that's why like Marshall is like
Bigitin
really
na.
good.
What do you think?
That's why know it
This
every
is a
time she
specialty
play
dish
when
I
it's
learned to make
close,
that's
it's like you don't
perfect
have
for
to like
camping.
scope it.
It really hits the spot. You're a
Nah,
great cook,
if it's
Milani.
close, then
Karya
yeah, you
helped
don't need
out quite a
to.
bit, so she deserves some
You
credit
just
too.
fucking aim a
No,
little bit
no.
to the head, and that's
I'm
it.
just happy I was able to help out.
What was that sound? Oh, it's scary to camp out at night.
Don't worry. Remember the record player I bought? Let me go turn it on.
Oh, Shinny pushes me down. I die.
From where?
Like doing
Far
the
cry?
flying thing. The parachute.
Oh yeah.
I have the clip. Gotta click that.
I killed you. I think I killed you a lot.
Yeah, because you were like behind me, and then I
Listen.
jumped first, and then you were like on
Not
top of me, and
bad,
like
right?
hit me to the rock.
Wow,
You know?
so it really works! Paimon thought you
Oh
were
no,
just
I was
playing it for
no, I
good
was on
luck.
top of you, and then
My
somehow
parents
like you
told me
hit
that
me or
most of the
something.
valuable experience
Well,
from
because
our
you dropped
ancestors
yourself. You know how you
is
said
hidden
don't
in
drop
various
yourself.
customs.
Uh-huh.
It's
Oh, yeah,
always
Yeah, you
better to
dropped.
trust
Yeah.
our traditions.
Guess that makes sense.
In a sense, this trip to the mysterious island is also a custom left behind by the first chief of the tribe. I wonder what kind of experience he's trying to share with us.
Yeah, Paimon would like to know too.
Oh my god, my cousin
Even though
like
I've heard my parents tell stories since I was little,
Instagram reels.
I actually don't know too much about him. It's said that he was the first person to make a map of Natlan. And even the first person to become friends with the Kaholosaurus.
That sounds pretty amazing.
Don't forget to like my...
Yeah. There isn't a place in Natlan that he didn't visit. Even the most remote parts bear his footprints. Even now, no one has even come close to his reputation and status as a guide. His trip to the mysterious island is the most legendary of all his accomplishments. But oddly enough, after returning from the mysterious island, he laid aside his yearning for adventure and chose to settle down. That's how the tribe was founded. It really makes me wonder what the journey
Yo,
meant to
Aidan.
him.
Selamat datang.
A camping trip shouldn't be this stuffy and quiet.
Selamat datang.
Everyone needs to help make it more lively. How about this? Before we rest
I
for the
remember
night,
that. The
let's have a
parachute.
bonfire party.
If
He
we're
was like,
going to
"Eh,
go
what the
plunging
fuck?"
into that whirlpool tomorrow, then wouldn't it be best to try to rest and conserve energy now?
Now's not the time to be a party pooper. You ought to agree to
I want
ideas
to play
from the one
Scary
who
Games with
rescued you
Punisher
today.
because I know we can make a lot of clips off of him.
Oh yeah, because
Alright.
I already played.
So
You know
what do
when
the
I
rules
play
stipulate for a bonfire party?
Rules? A bonfire doesn't have any rules. Everyone just needs to have a good time. How about this? I'll ask everyone a question, and then we'll take turns saying what's on our mind.
Okay, sounds fun enough.
So, for the first question, what's the purpose of a journey?
Oh, we were just talking about this.
Let's hear everyone's ideas, and maybe we can figure out what the first chief was thinking back when he made the trip.
Paimon can go first. If you ask Paimon what the purpose of a journey is, it'd definitely be about treasure and all kinds of delicious food. And most importantly, it's about making the trip together with your companions.
Yes, I can't agree more. Okay, next person. How about you, Traveler?
Bidang semua. Semeru. Fountain.
You sure are taking your time thinking about it. Oh, I get it. You must have passed through many nations before making it to Natlan, right? It's quite possible that your experience traveling is more than what I have as a guide. It's understandable that you can't explain it off the top of your head. Why don't I circle back to you later? You can tell me once you have a clear answer. Next, let's hear what Karya has to say.
Me? If you ask about my travels, well, this is actually my first time traveling.
That doesn't matter. This is a party around the bonfire, not some research seminar.
All right. If I had to say what the meaning of a journey is, I'd say it provides an opportunity for true companionship. Before you reach the destination, you don't need to think about anything outside the trip itself. As long as you stick together with your companions, you won't have any trouble to worry about.
Yeah, I get it.
Alright, that's funny.
I can't wait until they make Persona 6.
I hope that didn't sound
Yeah.
too silly.
All right. Now it's Varamdra's turn.
She saw it
All
and
right,
she was
if you
like
insist.
laughing into the clip.
Yeah, I
In my
see.
opinion, our goals
saw
and
it?
dreams in life are all in
Yeah.
pursuit of what we call results.
Playing with Punisher,
The
that's like
so-called
content
journey
free.
is
For
but a
real.
path that leads. So, the greatest meaning of a journey
Because
lies
he
in
always
managing to
does
find
some
the
next
right
level
result.
shit.
Not sure
Or
I
just his
completely get what you
reactions
mean.
are just like beyond.
There's nothing difficult to understand. It's the same as the decision of your first chief. He must have discovered enough valuable results after visiting the mysterious island to decide that he should end his journey. Once you've achieved the results you want, any additional journeys would become all but meaningless. Before coming here, someone had stolen the results of one of my research projects. All that person had to do was sign his
I'd
name
kill
on my
myself.
achievements, and he was able to take all of the honors. All my effort vanished into the air as though it never existed. Do you understand now, Miss Guide? Without results, the journey is meaningless.
I sympathize with your situation, but I'm afraid I can't agree with your take.
I don't need your sympathy. As long as I can reach the mysterious island and find the correct results, my pain and struggles will become just another insignificant part of the process. What happened during the day already proved that my theories were wrong, so I'm willing to trust your judgment. I apologize for our previous argument. I must make it to the mysterious island, and if I have to entrust my life to someone else to achieve that goal, then so be it.
Was that actually supposed to be an apology? Because it sounded kind of awkward.
Actually, there's a saying among the guides of the people of the springs. If the goal of the journey was to reach the destination, then you should have never left the house to begin with. Because the final destination of every journey is your home. It would be disrespectful of my duties as a guide if I were just taking tourists straight to where they wanted to go. It's my hope to also make everyone feel happy along the way to their destination. That is what I would truly call a journey. And that is my answer.
Just as you don't agree with me, I can't agree with your point of view either.
I'm not too worried about that. After all, another purpose of traveling is to help people understand each other better.
What sort of logic is that?
All right, that's it for this round. Since it's still early, how about we tell some horror stories next?
Huh? Oh, now Paimon's scared. Paimon slept so well. Oh, Lonnie and the others seem to be up already. Let's go see what they're up to.
Let me see my YouTube.
Lonnie!
Just in time. I was about to go look for you.
What the? You already caused the whirlpools to reappear again?
We're in luck. The phlogiston nodes were recharged by dawn. I had Karya and Varamdra control the nodes this time, and we were able to quickly unlock the mechanism. We were practicing all morning so they could get the hang of controlling them.
Oh, it
The
seems after
phantom skin,
apologizing, you've
the
already
random shit
become
ass.
trusted members of the team.
Is now really the time to be teasing us? Don't forget that the whirlpools won't last all day.
He's right. We should really hurry over to the massive whirlpool again.
Even though we had this discussion yesterday, I still want to double check. You all trust me, right?
You bet!
Okay, then let's go.
it's water. Ugh, so scary. What is this place?
I can't believe it. There are subterranean caverns under the water.
Milani was right.
Let's see
Let's
where
see
this
if I
cave
have like
leads.
more
Come with me.
stuff that I can actually post. See my clip.
Carving waves.
Dude, how come my
According to the
Valorant is
map,
not
we
working?
need to head downward.
Like, I mean,
Don't be
I
afraid,
played
everyone.
Valorant like recently
Jump
on
down
stream,
with
and
me.
it says that the Valorant just doesn't pop out. Like the Spaghetti Nelly's recently streamed categories, you know? Usually double popped out.
Is that lava up ahead?
It appears these caves were formed by volcanic activity.
I see. Then the spirit waves were affecting lava deep underground. Altering the lava's flow created temporary holes, which allowed us to follow the water's current and enter this underground space.
Are all scholars from Sumeru like this?
Hard to say.
But can there be an island in this kind of underground space?
It appears we haven't reached our destination yet. Let's keep going, everyone.
Oh, it just popped out. Amazon returns.
Gather!
Woohoo!
Need a surfboard?
Jauh amat.
Whoa, what's that light?
Let's keep going. We'll be able to see more clearly up ahead. Watch your step. Follow closely, everyone. Heads up! These volcanic caves aren't very stable, so watch out for falling rocks.
Let's ride.
Careful, more falling.
What a maze. There's lava everywhere. Oh, which way are we supposed to go now?
Let's look around together and see what we can find.
Very well. It would indeed be useful to collect some environmental samples here.
I'm not the one that played with this.
There are plants growing here?
There's nothing unusual about that. This is spinel fruit, which often grows around places with lava. Wait, it is a little strange. This isn't ordinary spinel fruit. It's the same as the one on this talisman.
Isn't that the talisman your teacher gave you?
Yes. In which case, could Uncle New have been here before? But he clearly told me that he'd never made it to the mysterious island. I'll be sure to ask him about it once we get back.
There's so much lava, and it's getting pretty hot.
The lava here doesn't look very stable. I'm afraid we can't stay here for long.
From here, the light seems to be getting brighter. Speaking of which, where is that light coming from?
A distant light. Wait, there seems to be a mark that matches that on the map.
Miss Guide, it seems Verandra has also discovered something.
I've got it! I've got it! Do you see that golden light in the distance? I'm positive that's the mysterious island. That's where we should go next.
Really?
I'm a scholar from the Academia Spontima Darshan. I specialize in ores and minerals. When I first heard about the legend of the mysterious island, I took note of its description. One exaggerated description I heard was that it's an entire island that shines like gold. What it was actually referring to was an extremely rare mineral known as vulcanite. Under certain environmental conditions, large amounts of lava are quickly cooled, which then results in this ore. Since the ore can't be moved in time, it begins to accumulate, resulting in the alluring golden glow. If I'm not mistaken, there'll be a large pool of lava up ahead, and the mysterious island will be floating on the lava. An entire island of vulcanite ore!
So you mean we really found the mysterious island?
Rejoice! Even a small piece of that ore will be priceless.
Really? Then let's hurry!
Wait, Paimon. We should head back now.
Why?
What are you saying?
This map is covered with symbols and riddles, but there's one thing that's written clearly. When you see the golden light, then go the opposite way. What you just said may be correct, but that golden place isn't the island that my ancestors once visited.
Are you joking? You expect me to turn back now?
But Mualani's judgment has always been right. If she says head back, then we should head back.
You thought I'm after treasure?
Oh, he's acting weird again.
After my previous findings were stolen, I began a new area of research. And this ore is the core of my research. As long as I can bring this ore back, my theories will be proven beyond any doubt, and I will be able to reclaim everything I have lost. To me, this ore is the result that must be obtained. Otherwise, all those hardships along the way will be rendered completely meaningless.
BRB.
Don't you understand?
Okay.
As we agreed before, please trust my judgment.
Why? Are you wary of me? Now that we've confirmed that the legendary treasure really exists, you don't want outsiders to take it, do you?
She's not that kind of person, Verandra.
The result is right before my very eyes. I won't give up here.
Oh no! He went running in! How can he do that?
Not good. We must stop him.
Is it just Paimon or is the ground shaking?
Oh no.
What the? Where did these monsters come from?
These monsters. Looks like the lava here is becoming active again.
Miss Guide, Verandra,
He'll be trapped by the lava. We need to hurry and take care of these monsters.
One with nature.
My apologies.
Order guide you. Into the wind. Tidal wave. The wind's nosy. Gather.
The lava is rising!
Verandra!
Traveler, Paimon, please take care of Karya. I'll be right back.
What are you doing, Mualani?
I can use my surfboard on the lava for a short period of time. but it will be a lot spicier than surfing on water.
But that's way too risky! Okay then, we'll take care of things here!
Oke, Lani sendiri.
Carving waves! The cave is becoming more and more unstable. I have to hurry. More falling rocks. Okay, what's this? Over there! Oh, looks like...
It's right there! I'm almost there!
Look carefully. You can't get through the lava. You'll die if you try to make your way forward. Why don't you just give up?
Why don't I give up?
Oh my god, this
Well, I might not be able to do it, but what about you?
Sheeny is like...
Me?
You have the ability to move over the lava. If you try, maybe you can reach the island and earn the highest honor for a guide. That way, you'll have the results you need to prove yourself, and even Ko'olo won't be able to question your abilities anymore. You want to know why I won't give up, but I'm asking why you'd give up such an opportunity.
The lava is rising. If I take this risk, then how will the others get back? Did you forget? I already gave you my answer.
You...
Come with me.
No!
I've brought him back. He's fortunate that he wasn't seriously hurt.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
You're welcome. It's getting dangerous here, so we need to find a way out.
No, I refuse! I can still stand! Let me go back!
Seriously? How can you be so childish at a time like this?
Verandra!
Waduh.
Whoa.
I've always believed that you're the most talented person I've ever met. Even if your research was stolen and you didn't get any credit, I never doubted it. I believe that even if you won't obtain any results this time, you'll still succeed in your new research, because no one can take your talent away. So, I won't allow my dearest senior to die here because of his own stubbornness.
Kari.
She's finally opening up. And it seems like she's just the person we need to talk some sense into him.
Mualani, the lava is almost here!
Don't panic. It seems like the trick that Uncle New taught me is finally going to be put to use.
Apa tuh?
Where did all these Kaholosaurs come from?
No time to explain. Just get on.
Got it, got it!
Luar.
Paimon accidentally choked on some water again while riding the Kaholosaur.
Everyone okay? Let's take a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, we're all here. We escaped danger and made it back alive. That's what—
Oh, really?
What's the point? We still didn't reach the mysterious island.
Hey, don't look so depressed. You'll scare our good luck away.
Actually, according to the map, we still have one more leg of the journey.
Oh? Then which way should we go? Wait, aren't we back where we started?
Come on, let's go to the statue.
So, what's the point of coming back here again?
Here, look! Some hidden words appeared on the statue after I touched it.
Really? Let Paimon try!
Congratulations, guide from the future. You have completed a challenge that even I found ambitious. And now, I finally have the chance to tell you my story. You may have heard legends describing me as the best guide in all of Natlan. But in the beginning, I was more like a treasure hunter. I chased results, facing countless dangers to prove myself. Time after time, I ventured where others didn't dare, never failing to bring back rare treasures. My fame was second to none. And yet, I never felt satisfied. So I found a new goal, a challenge that no one had ever achieved before. The legendary Mysterious Island. Another chance to prove myself. Unfortunately, my friends who had traveled with me all this time had grown tired of my nonsense. Instead of praise, they now showered me with words of caution. Perhaps this journey was one that I had to complete alone. But luckily, they decided to once again put up with my antics. Just as before, they came up with ingenious ways to help me move forward. They never let me down, even when I had to place my life in their hands. And they always trusted my judgment, even when it took a lot of courage. In the end, just as ever, we found the result we came for. But that golden glow was baiting me towards death. It was the glow of a rare ore, but it was also the warning sign of an impending eruption. Maybe if I pressed on and put my life on the line, I could get the result I wanted. And yet, there was a chance I'd lose something even more precious. But don't worry, in the end, I made the same choice as you. Everyone was disappointed that their illustrious guide had, for once, returned empty-handed. But seeing everyone survive, I felt satisfied for the first time in my life.
Yes.
Perhaps the treasure I had really been searching for had been right here with me, all along. So, I decided to end my long journey and find a safe place for my hard-earned treasure. To me, this is the real Mysterious Island.
I see.
The hidden inscriptions disappeared!
These must have been the words the first chief left for those that would come after him.
In that case, the mysterious island from the legend is actually where the people of the springs are living now!
I remember now that the elders once told me our tribe was originally founded on a small island. Later, the coastlines changed, allowing the island to become what it is today. The journey to the mysterious island starts exactly where it ends. Yeah. I think I understand the choice he made now.
The golden glow is an indicator of when the lava will periodically erupt. If that's the case, the principle of vulcanite formation implies that it will only appear at the start of fierce lava activity, and the flowing lava will quickly swallow it and make it all disappear without a trace. This means that there's zero possibility of ever bringing the ore back. Are the results I've been chasing all this time only an illusion that can be seen from far away?
Verondra.
Our journey is not yet over. As we agreed, please come back to the people of the springs with me. Then we'll officially complete this journey.
Fine. I suppose that would also count as some kind of result.
Don't be so down. I have a feeling that the next answer I'm looking for will also be useful to you.
Paimon remembers now. There's still something important we need to ask Mualani's teacher about.
Look at your ball. Look at your ball. Look at your ball, Kobe. We're still working. Look at your ball. Good. Ball. Where's your ball?
Uncle New, we're back!
Ah, Mualani, it's good to see you again. I always knew you'd return safe and sound.
Uncle, I've completed the journey to the mysterious island. I'm here to return the talisman.
But you still have a question you wish to ask me, right?
Yes. You've been there before, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
If that's the case, then you've gone on the same journey. But why didn't
Oh,
you tell anyone?
sorry, Kobe.
Because
Are you okay?
I made a choice.
Oh my god.
A choice?
Did you notice that the hidden inscriptions on the stone tablet disappeared as soon as you finished reading them?
Oh yeah, you're right.
There's a special paint on the statue that would change color when it comes into contact with volcanic dust. Only those who have been to that underground space will be contaminated by the dust and be able to see the hidden message. But once the dust starts to wear off, the hidden inscription will disappear again. And this is the choice that the first chief left to us. If you choose to boast about your deeds, you will receive the highest honor, but the legend of the mysterious island would be destroyed as well. If you choose to remain silent, then the mysterious island will remain a legend and continue to attract the next generation of young guides to rise to the challenge. In the end, my companions and I all chose the latter.
Oh, I get it now.
But not being able to tell anyone after accomplishing such a feat. People like Ko'olo will still look down on you. Are you really okay with that?
But have you noticed that Ko'olo, who claims to have been to the island, hasn't actually completed the trip?
What?
Right. Paimon remembers that Ko'olo said that he went to the mysterious island alone. But there's no way he could have been able to use the spirit ways.
He deliberately recommended the client to find Mualani, probably because he thought she wouldn't be able to reach the mysterious island. That way, Mualani wouldn't be able to expose him. As guides, we are not adventurers, let alone treasure hunters. The greatest responsibility of a guide is to take the client to their destination safely. But in the process, we also gain much skill and experience at overcoming danger. This allows us to go to places that no one else can reach, and even find treasures that no one else can find. Many guides gradually lose sight of their true beliefs and intentions in the process, and end up becoming like Ko'olo. They end up becoming more like thieves who would rush to the other side of the lava lake, regardless of the consequences, rather than good guides who would turn around and save their friends. This is why the first chief left behind the legend and the map. To lure younger generations into taking up the challenge, thereby teaching them everything he had learned. Aside from me, many other tribe members have also traveled to the mysterious island. And just like me, they understood the first chief's intentions. So they've also made pacts with their companions, choosing to give up the results that would prove themselves and give the younger generation the chance to continue the challenge.
You've all given up on the results.
Sir, I've given up on merely one result. I haven't given up on everything. Given her talent and qualifications, Mualani was well within her rights to choose the top-ranked guide Ko'olo as her teacher, but she chose me. I believe I was able to cultivate such an outstanding student and witness her completion of the legendary challenge precisely because I didn't become someone like Ko'olo. If instead of looking at one single journey, we look at my entire career as a guide, I'd say I have not returned empty-handed. What about you?
Karia, I've come up with a new research topic. Would you like to continue working as my assistant?
You're the same as always, Varamdra. You always have to find evidence before coming to a conclusion. In any case, I can't give you an answer right now.
Karia!
Because you haven't prepared the proposal yet. Shouldn't you finish that first before recruiting assistants? How could you forget?
Yes, of course. I'll certainly prepare all the necessary details.
But I've always found your proposals fascinating, so I'm sure I won't be able to turn you down this time either.
Karia, given that I have been presented with new evidence, I've come up with a very general theory. I can use the ideas from the chief's speech to express it. Perhaps the treasure I'm seeking has been by my side the entire time. No. To be more precise, it's been with me even before I set out on this journey.
I understand, Verandra.
It appears this guest has also found his answer.
It seems he's finally put two and two together.
There's nothing to worry about. It's just like Karia said. I can start some new research and reclaim everything I've lost.
But it seems he's still as stubborn as before.
Now, it's your turn to make the choice, Mualani.
But, Uncle New, I'm sure anyone who can complete the journey to the island would make the same choice, right?
Very good. Then there's nothing more I can teach you. Here, take this talisman again.
It's a nice
You can pass it on to your student in the future.
Looks like it's also our time to say goodbye. You've taken great care of us throughout our journey. As thanks, I'm also willing to keep the journey a secret.
Then remember, the next time you come to visit the people of the Springs, you know where to find friends for help.
Friends? I suppose we are theoretically friends now, yes. When I publish my next paper, I'll be sure to add you to my list of acknowledgements.
Well, that's one way to thank someone.
Then Verandra and I will be taking our leave. I truly hope we'll get to see you all again someday.
Okay, bye-bye!
You're back already. So, as news student, did you manage to find the mysterious island?
What are you doing here all of a sudden?
Well, I found something even more precious than the island. 2 friends that I can trust with my life.
You... Seems you really learned a lot from New about how to make yourself feel better. I knew it. How could anyone ever reach the island with so many hindrances?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What? Why are you all looking at me like that? The elders of the tribe also gave me that same look. What's that supposed to mean? New! I've already proven that I'm stronger than you. I've been to even more dangerous places and found far more precious treasures. I've even been to the mysterious island. Why do you still look at me as if my words don't bother you at all?
Koholo, even if you had never been to the island, no one would deny your abilities. But as for what we would deny about you, only you can find the answer to that.
Me?
So now, our trip to the mysterious island is officially finished, right?
Yeah, but I have one more place I want to show you. Come with me. This is the place. From what I've heard, if we take a group photo here, it'll bring us good luck. I'm sure of it.
What made you think of taking a group photo?
Well, we completed our trip to the mysterious island together, so of course we need a memento to keep.
You've earned the greatest honor for a guide. Yet, you can only walk away with a photo of your friends. You're pretty amazing, Mualani. You really sacrificed a lot for your tribe.
Would you call it a sacrifice? I don't really think so. Actually, after hearing Uncle New's answer, I have this vague feeling that after all that we've been through together, the results don't matter anymore. Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. I don't know if you get me or not.
No, I get it.
Traveler!
So that's your answer, huh? To the meaning of a journey? It's a good one. Then let's make this group photo yet another part of your journey.
Yep, Paimon's ready!
3, 2, 1. Kaholasaur!
And
I wonder when the next journey will begin.
Hello.
Halo.
Halo,
Lagi
kembali.
nge-clip gua. Nah, ada HD juga di sini. Halo.
Iya apa?
Lagi streaming
Lagi
ya.
stream dia.
Siapa?
HD nih.
Oh.
Baru bangun loh. Jadi gue lagi nge-clip tadi main sama Pak Tom. Si Pak Tom bilang, gue lagi nggak kerja nih, enak banget.
Iya, dia izin sakit dari kemarin.
Iya, terus bilang, kenapa? Terus dia bilang, oh gue cacar gitu. Nah, kok bisa baru dapat? Iya, baru telat ya. Terus gue nanya, lu vaksin nggak dulu? Vaksin cacar nggak? Iya. Terus bener, orang yang vaksin, gue bilang, temen gue vaksin cacar juga dapetnya telatan. Nah, dia bilang, adik gue vaksin cacar tapi dapetnya nggak telat. Emang nggak telat ya? Kapan SMP? Ya mestinya SD sih cacar. Iya loh, semua temen gue yang vaksin cacar udah 2 orang malah dapetnya SMA telat gitu. Klip.
Saatnya gue stream kita.
Hah?
Udah mau off.
Udah mau off? Emang kerja kah?
Iya. Udah.
Ini ntar mau diipin ke
Apa ya?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Kok belum ke play?
Nah, bener.
Oke.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Ya, tinggal semuanya nonton gini kan.
Teamwork.
Malam stream lagi. Bye.